Welcome to problem solving through programming. So for today's discussion we'll see about variable declaration, variable initialization, the scope of variable and so on. So first, variable declaration. Always a variable must be declared before it is used. Okay, and declaration consists of data type followed by one or more variable names separated by commas. So I'll tell you. So variable must be declared before it is used. First and foremost, what we have to do is variable must be declared before it is used. And second thing is declaration consists of data type followed by one or more variable names separated by comma. For example, if I say like int a comma b comma c comma sum. So a, b, c and sum, these are the variables, and this int is a data type of these variable. Okay, float, average, character, name. So in this, so average and name are the variables, and the float is the data type of average, character is the data type of name. So this is the variable declaration. Next we'll see variable initialization. So what is variable initialization? Assigning the values to the declared variable is your variable initialization. First what you did, we declared the variable, that variable, whatever variable we are going to use, so that must be declared, and that is followed by the data type. Okay, it has its own data type, and if you are using one or more variables, it should be separated by commas. So variable initialization means we have to assign some values to the already declared variables. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to assign values to the declared variables. So variables assigned during declaration or after declaration also. So here if we see example, int a comma b comma c, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. So if you can see here, the variable is declared first, and then for those variable the initialization is done. We can also do like this: int a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30, like this. So either it can be done during declaration, this is by assigning the values. Assigning values can be done either during declaration or after declaration. So this is during declaration and this is after declaration. So what is the scope of variable? So there are three places where variables can be declared. So there are three places where variables can be declared. So inside a function or a block which is called local variable. So the variables inside the function or a block which is called as local variables. Okay, so what did I say? So there are places where variable can be declared, and inside a function or a block which is called as local variable, and outside of all function it is all called as a global variable. If you declare your variable inside the main function, if you declare the variable, then that is called as a local variable. And if you declare outside outside or outside the function, so then that is called as global declaration. Okay. So what is variable scope? Variable scope is a region in a program where a variable is declared and used. So that is the scope. So it is the region. It is the region of program. So it is the region in a program where a variable is declared or and used. Okay. So the scope of variable is the range of program statements that can be accessed that variable. Okay. And a variable is visible within the scope and invisible outside the scope. So whatever is acceptable, that only can be done. So that is called as visible range and invisible range. So the variable in the visible range alone is accepted. The variable outside the visible range is not accepted. Okay. Right. So what are the places we saw? One is local variable, another one is global variable, and we said functions, right? So in the definition of functions, parameter which is called as formal parameters. So there also we do declaration. So, okay. So one is, this is first place, this is second place, third place is in definition of the function, or when we define the function. When defining the function parameter which is called as formal parameters. So what are all that? So one is your formal parameters. formal parameters. Okay, and another one is local variable and another is a global variable. Okay, so for example, where this formal parameters come inside the functions, right? So we'll have like a is equal to 5, b is equal to 6, where a and b are formal parameters. Okay, we'll stop with this. We'll discuss about the local variable, global variable, and the structure of the program with your variables. So this we'll discuss in the next session. Thank you.